Wrestling is brought to you by South Haven Pontiac Buick and GMC, Staten's Rentals, Greg's Store for Men, Bert, and by Auto Plan Insurance.
We are back. Memphis Wrestling, the home of rhythm and blues, is on the air. Hey, get ready, fans. And we've got a big day today coming up. You're going to see in action today. Dangerous Doug Gilbert is hanging out. He's going to be around here today. Hey, but let me tell you, have I got some great news today, fans? Some suspensions were handed down this week. Shock and awe have been suspended after what they pulled last week. They're not here. And I tell you who else is suspended and not here. The Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, has been suspended. But on the other hand, he's got some interviews and some tape footage that we'll be seeing from Jimmy a little bit later on today. Also, we're going to hear from Jerry the King Lawler a little bit later on today. Bill Superstar Dundee is going to be right here in the middle of the ring in action. And too sexy, Brian Christopher, all coming up right here today on Memphis Wrestling, home of Rhythm and Bruce. I understand pulling up now is that the XWF limo is out. Well, wait a minute. Here's another limousine that's pulling up now. And, Jimmy Hart had the secret. He wouldn't tell us who was in the big Navigator limousine for the XWF. Well, I got a little surprise for you today, Mouth of the South. Pulling in right now to the studios here at UPN 30. There it is. A little surprise right there in that limousine. And coming in at today's show, it's going to be right here today on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Blues. Stay tuned. A little bit later on today, we may just show the Mouth of the South our surprise. Maybe if he shows us his surprise, we'll share ours with those guys. I'll tell you what I want to do right now. Speaking of Jimmy Hart and David Pinter, I want to call out Tony Williams. Tony is one of the executive producers, of the show. Come around, Tony. Because what I want to do, everybody, is hey, Tony, thanks for coming. Hey, how are you, buddy? Hey, I want to thank you for coming. Tony's got his camera with him because after the show last week, David Pinter has been out here week after week, and he's saying he's calling Bill Dundee the supposed superstar, and Jerry's the self-proclaimed king and all that. What happened last week after the show?
Well, I tell you what, I've been in business over 10 years now and producing different shows, and this is the first time I've seen anything like this. It's enormous. It's just phenomenal. Calvin, if you go ahead and just roll that video that I got last week.
What happened last week?
Yeah, just go ahead and show it.
Pinter! Where are you? Pinter! What are you doing over here? What are you doing? What? Who did this? Who did this? What happened? What? I can't hear you. What happened? I'm never coming back here. You need to get superstar. I'm kidding about the supposed stuff. What? Pinter hopping along out of there, and I'm going to tell you, that wasn't a good feeling for David Pinter. I'll tell you what I want to do right now is get over and there we go, ring this bell, and let's get our first action underway as David Pinter and Jimmy Hart found himself being taken care of by the superstar Bill Dundee. Oh, boy, here comes Dangerous Doug Gilbert. Oh, boy. There he is, swinging that stupid baseball bat, but I tell you one thing, he doesn't have Jimmy Hart with him today, so he's single here today on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Blues. Thank you for joining us today on his debut in Memphis Wrestling. Of course, Cobra, certainly no new face to Memphis or to the wrestling business, but first look at him here in Memphis Wrestling over here at UPN. Boy, we're happy to be here at UPN. What a great outfit and a terrific combination. It has just been fantastic over here. Hey, fans. Oh, there's Doug Gilbert screaming. Let me tell you what else we got today. I'm telling you, we got such an action-packed show. A major announcement coming up later today involving Memphis Wrestling. I mean major announcement. Hey, come on, Doug. Gilbert pulling him by his hair in there. Down on the mat they go. Major announcement with Memphis Wrestling that fans of you at home are going to be very, very happy about. That's coming up a little bit later on today. Big day of wrestling. I'm telling you, this is one of those days you want to pick up the phone and call a friend and tell them to tune in. You don't want to miss it today. Look at the fans behind King Cobra. That's chanting for Cobra. And Doug Gilbert with a front face lock on Cobra. Ooh, nice move from Cobra. That stops him. Boy, Cobra, for some of you fans that may not know, former unified world champion and former champion down in Louisiana and Texas area, and he comes in with his hand full today with dangerous Doug Gilbert. Look at Cobra swing away. Nailing away on Doug Gilbert, and referee Bill Rush says, hey, Cobra, I'm going to have to disqualify. Oh, look out. He's got his fist doubled up with a chain, and he clocks Cobra. One count, two. Oh, my goodness. Dangerous Doug Gilbert with the win over King Cobra. But you know what, fans? You had to see at home exactly what he did. He wrapped that fist with a big chain and nailed Cobra with it. Hey, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, Wildcat Chris Harris on the other side. Be right back. Hey, come on, Doug.
Monday, ever set up your parent on a blind date?
Daddy, you get the bleach, I'll get the mop.
The Barkers, then love is in the air.
Josh is the kindest guy I've ever met.
What's Josh's last name?
How would I know? I just met him.
One-on-one, and you don't mess with a girlfriend's man.
My people said they saw you feeding them cheese biscuits. You ain't lit.
Girlfriend. Then your sister's got a new man, but there's one little problem.
He was my first.
Ew.
Half and half.
Monday, beginning at 7 on UPN 30.
We interrupt this commercial break to bring you the following important news. South Haven Pontiac GMC is growing by leaps and bounds. They're building their reputation as being rated the #1 Pontiac dealer in the state of Mississippi and the fastest growing dealership in the Mid-South. This is important to you because when you go with a leader, you get honesty and integrity, plus the best car deals anywhere. Pontiac driving excitement at GMC. We are professional grade. Put them together and you get South Haven Pontiac GMC, where the excitement just keeps building. Goodman Road, South Haven.
It's our birthday, and you got the gifts. Fitzgerald's is celebrating 9 years of loose slots with a 3-day party, June 27th, 28th, and 29th. Win your share of $50,000. If that's not enough to get you in the party mood, how about 2 free shows by the fabulous Little Anthony and the Imperials live on the main casino stage, Saturday, June 28th.
Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart.
You'll be crying tears of joy. Celebrate at Fitzgerald's, June 27th, 28th, and 29th.
Again. And hey, let me tell you, Chris Harris has been gone, and you've had championship everybody, what I do best. The Wildcats on the prowl one more time. All right, Wildcat Chris Harris. And, boy, it's good to hear from Chris today. We've got him in action in the ring, and his opponent be making his way through right now for our next action. Bell sounds, and here is Rex Sexton. Rex Sexton, young man wrestles out of Evansville, Indiana. And our next action today on Memphis Wrestling, Bill Rush says ring the bell, and here we go. Corey Macklin at ringside, and boy, we got a full day today. Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews. Stay tuned, fans. A major announcement involving Memphis Wrestling still to come a little bit later on today. Wildcat Chris Harris, a fan favorite, always has been a fan favorite up in the Nashville wrestling area and all over Tennessee and Ohio and up in the Midwest area. And I'm telling you, he's making a lot of noise in the wrestling business, and he's back here today on Memphis Wrestling. And Rex Sexton is his opponent. Sexton backs him up, whips him into the rope. Big shoulder block for Wildcat Chris Harris. Leaps over him, comes back the other way. And look at this. Wildcat. Woo! Big move from Chris Harris. Wow. Like I said, Chris is a fan favorite. Always has been a fan favorite. And it is just, I'm telling you, phenomenal to see how this young man has really built himself up in the wrestling business. He works out hard in the gym. He does it the right way. He tries to be fair in all his bouts. And he is, look at this. Referee Bill Rush warning him. Sexton nailing away at him. A reversal into the turnbuckle. Chris Harris comes back and a nice takedown. Good move from Wildcat Chris Harris. And again, he takes him down. And Chris Harris, look at him working over Rex Sexton over in the corner. Uh-oh. But Sexton just jabbed him that time. And Chris just kind of staggers over. Big forearm for Rex Sexton. And boy, Sexton working over Wildcat Chris Harris. Big move and down. Did he have a pin? Boy, 2 count. That would have been a huge upset for Rex Sexton if he could have pulled this one off against Wildcat Chris Harris. Sexton stumping away at him, and oh my goodness, Wildcat in a little trouble right now. Rex the feel he's got on the back of his tights, Rex Sexton. And Sexton gives a break. Oh, and he goes right over in the midsection, nails it. Jamming away at Wildcat Chris Harris. Still to come, we're going to hear from the king, Jerry Lawler, later today. Superstar Bill Dundee is going to be in action coming up. Oh, boy, choking him over with that middle rope. And in action, Too Sexy Brian Christopher is going to be right here today in the ring. He's got an interesting opponent we'll be taking a look at today, too. Look at this. Nice move from Wildcat. Slamming away on Rex Sexton. Look at him lay him in on him. Wildcat Chris Harris backs him up, boot to the midsection, and a reversal. Boy, look at this. Nice little takedown from Chris Harris, and good move, boy. Fans get behind him, and Wildcat, he's standing, he's waiting. Sexton back to his feet. He picks him up high in the air. Look at this. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Did he? 1, 2. Wow, it was close. Man. What a bout between Sexton and Chris Harris. These two guys, I'm telling you, fighting it out today, and Harris has had his hands full with this Rex Sexton. He has had his hands full, and look at Chris Harris go. Picks him up now. He's got, oh my goodness, big move, 1, 2. Wildcat Chris Harris with the win. Let's take a quick break. We've got more still to come on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews. We'll be right back.
UPN! She's a Grammy Award winner, a hip-hop diva, and she's coming to UPN.
And next, we have Shelly W. modeling one of our sex design originals.
Eve is Shelley Williams.
Doesn't she look fab?
She's an up-and-coming fashion designer with great friends.
Check out the man about the bar, but be cool.
But her love life is a work in progress.
Your man looks gay.
Eve stars in her first television series, Eve.
Mondays this fall on UPN 30.
Hi, this is Jerry the King Lawler. And you know they say your home is your castle, and no castle should be without a king. So that's why you should call the King Professional Carpet Cleaning Service for all your cleaning needs, and for additional savings, you can pick up one of these Coupons Incorporated booklets as well. When it comes to getting the carpet cleaning job done right, the King rules the land. Call 386-KING. And remember, at the King Professional Carpet Cleaning Service, we'll treat you like royalty.
Bart Simpson is shameless.
Most taverns. I'm looking for a Mrs. O'Problem, first name B.
Do I have a B.O. problem here?
You sure do.
He's relentless.
Jock there, last name Strap.
Hey, guys, I'm looking for a jock strap.
And he just can't help it.
Is there an alcoholic here? Is I.P. Freely here? Hey, I'm looking for Amanda Hugginkiss.
Bart Simpson, dialing daily on The Simpsons.
Weeknights at 6 on UPN 30.
This is Mary. Mary works in telemarketing. She plays classical harp. Mary is sleeping with her daughter's boyfriend, Ron. Welcome to Jerry's world.
That's my fiancé! You're my mother!
This is Jerry. Jerry is sleeping with his teddy bear Binky by 9. Reality TV that's just a little too real.
Jerry Springer. Weekdays at noon on UPN 30.
Hey, fans, right now, I'll tell you what, standing by is, well, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and he's got someone from the XWF with him. Take a look at this.
You know, Conan, some of the biggest names in this great sport of professional wrestling started in Memphis. Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, even the Road Warriors were there, the Fabulous Ones, Billy Dundee. You've got Jerry the King Lawler. But you know what, guys? The mouth of the South. You know, a lot of people say when Jimmy Hart's lips are moving, he's lying. But I'm bringing you the biggest superstar of all, right to Memphis.
Órale arriba la raza, Mexico's finest. Conan, el bárbaro. Invito a toda mi raza a venir a verme luchando. You know what? It's on and cracking on and popping. K-Dizzle in Memphis for shizzle. We're going to do the damn thing. Jimmy Hart like we did in Puerto Rico, like we did in WCW, like we've done in Europe. We're coming to Memphis to do the damn thing.
That's right. Before it's over, he might just be the XWF world champion.
Órale arriba la raza.
Jimmy Hart with Conan. You know, Conan's a former champion, and he's a member of that XWF. Hey, I'll tell you what we want to do right now also. Speaking of XWF and Jimmy Hart, tag team that he brought in was Shock and Awe. Want to get ready to... Wait a minute. That's not Shock and Awe. That's Brian over in the weather office, guys. I don't know. Do we have the camera in the... That's the news studio.
Corey?
Hey, Brian?
Yeah, I think they punched the wrong, Tony just got the wrong button there or something. But you're in the other studio, right? With
Yeah. I don't know if you know today's Saturday. Wrestling's here in the building.
Well, I can hear it over there in Studio B.
Oh, we make a little too much noise.
No, you're fine. I always come in. We always 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've got some nice looking weather for the weekend on live exact track Doppler radar, and yeah, I think they just hit the wrong camera. So I got a hot camera.
Well, hey, you know what? I apologize, Brian. Brian Techman, the weather man, is here.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? If you get a moment, why don't you come over and join all these great people at ringside? That's what you can do, hey?
You know, I guess the weather's nice. I can shoot over there for a second.
All right, I'll hold you to it.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, Kelvin, can we roll? Take a look at the XWF Tag Team Champions, Shock and Awe. Here they are. Take a look. We are the real deal. You're going to feel what it is I'll bet you that.
Shock and awe, the weapons of mass destruction.
These guys are awesome, I tell you that. And they curly hold, what is that, the XWF tag title? These guys are awesome. What is that, the XWF tag title? Shock and awe jumps in there and a couple of big right hands, man. And there's no king in America. Where the king is.
I have found the weapon of mass destruction.
Well, let's ring the bell for our next action. That's shock and awe, and I must say, what an impressive piece of... Wait a minute, Brian Sexton. He wanders around the building here, and I guess Brian has found his way to the studio. That's the head weather guy for ABC and UPN here for Clear Channel Stations, Brian Sexton. He's going over green. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's take a hot moment and let's walk around here and maybe we can. We'll get Brian. We've got action right now. I tell you what, Brian, you great. Hey, good to see you.
I'm impressed. You know, I'm usually in the other studio doing weather and everything, and I always hear the noise over here, but I had no idea the magnitude, the number of people you have in here. Of course, the fans have always been great for. Good to have wrestling back at UPN 30, I'll tell you that.
Oh, we're exactly where it belongs, right here at UPN and the Clear Channel Station. Boy, what a pleasure to have you.
This is a treat. You know, sometimes things don't, they hit the wrong button, and I'm kind of glad this happened. Let me tell you, you said something earlier, because I had the off-air monitor on,
yeah.
And there's been a buzz around the station, and maybe you people have heard it around town a little bit. He's already heard Corey say it earlier. I want to hear it one-on-one, though, because I go way back Memphis Wrestling in this city. Is this true, or is this a rumor about coming back to the Coliseum?
Well, you know what? It's absolutely true. I'm proud to be able to announce that is the major announcement today that's coming up, and fans will be telling you more a little bit later. But coming up, get ready, everybody. Listen to this. Saturday night, August 2, Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis Wrestling versus XWF. It's going to be a big, big night, Brian.
That's a huge story. Now, how about those tickets? Those tickets are going to go about like this.
Well,
when can people, could you tell us that?
You know what? I'll tell you what, a little bit later on. I'll tell you what I want to do. How about, why don't you hang around? I'm solo today. Bert Brenner's big fat Bert's out of here. So I'm solo today. If you don't mind, why don't you come around and take a seat?
Weather's nice. You mind if I hang around for a minute?
Hey, come on around, have a seat. Just slide over to the other side over there. Come on around and step over me. And let's ring the bell. Referee Bill Rush is in the ring.
Ring the bell?
Yeah, ring it.
I got to ring the bell here.
Here comes the big dude here that we've heard a lot about. Here's Big Justice. This is our next action, and I'm telling you, fans, this guy comes in highly recommended and heard a lot about him, and it's his first look at him on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brew. His opponent is making his way to the ring now, and want to get him out. Here's Flex. Flex coming out on our next action. As soon as we get the signal from referee Bill Rush, we'll ring the bell. He says, do it. And Corey Macklin and Brian Teglin has joined me.
Boy, this is something else, Corey. One thing to watch it on television, totally different coming down here 5 feet away from the ring.
Oh, my goodness, it is. And let me tell you, Brian, you know what? You kind of let the cat out of the bag, but that's okay because we wanted to talk about it.
Did I blow something?
No, you didn't blow it at all. But it gives me chills, I'm telling you, to talk about the history and wrestling. Monday nights at the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum is kind of where it all started. Well, guess what? We're going back there Saturday night, August the 2nd. Tickets are going on sale. We'll be telling you about that a little bit later on today.
Okay, I'm excited.
Look at this Big Justice. Boy, this is a big guy, ain't he, Brian? Flex working him over. Nice move from Flex. Little forearm. It didn't get him down, though. Whoa, Justice swing misses. And Flex high in the air, and down he takes him.
That's going to hurt tomorrow, I'm telling you, Corey.
Fans counting, and Flex right on top of the big dude Justice. And whoa, big move. Wow. Oh, my goodness. thing, and you can hear the cable over there snap. I'm telling you, this Justice is big time, fans.
You got a full card of wrestling today, Corey.
We do got a full card. You're absolutely right. Buff the Stuff Bagwell is going to be here a little later. We'll be hearing from him in the mouth of the South. Look at this. Justice runs in. Nobody's home as Flex gets out of there. Yeah, the fans getting behind Flex at ringside. Justice trying to get to his feet as both of these guys are out. Swings and Flex ducks him. Kind of blocks the right hand. They trade punches. They reversal. Hard into the ropes now. Flex leaps over, comes back. Nice move. Big drop kick. Down goes Big Justice. Into the ropes now. And Justice, wow, sets him up. Big kick to the mid. Power slam from Flex. 1, 2 count. Oh, it was close for 3, Brian.
I didn't see him coming up after that.
Wow, what a move. Flex climbing the ropes now. Oh, flies in and nobody home, and that could cost him, Brian.
People don't understand.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. 2, turn off the lights. The party's over. Big Justice. Wow, he looked impressive.
You could have turned the TV, just had the audio and watch that match.
Take a break. Be right back. Wow.
UPN this fall. Meet Jake Foley. He has the skills to be the NSA's top computer geek.
What do we got? Damn thing's been frozen since I booted up. It's a 20-minute job. I'll have you up and running in 2.
He always wanted more.
It says here that you applied for Intel training.
Yes, twice.
But it took a freak accident to expose him to more than he could ever imagine. Increased strength. Enhanced hearing. Macro vision.
Every one of his body functions is enhanced. Meaning what? Meaning that
I can hear everything.
Now, the guy that could never get a piece of the action
I didn't ask for any of this.
Yes, you did. Twice.
is one of the most unlikely action heroes around. Jake 2.0.
This is so freaking cool.
Jake 2.0. Wednesdays this fall on UPN 30.
The food, the fun, the fireworks, the 4th of July on the mighty Mississippi. This will be a party you just can't miss. The AutoZone Red, White, and Blues Festival. Bring the family down for fun and free entertainment beginning at noon at Tom Lee Park. Help Memphis get into the Guinness Book of World Records by being part of the largest living American flag. Then stick around for great music at 6 p.m. and fireworks at night. The AutoZone Red, White, and Blues Festival, July 4th, presented by FedEx, Budweiser, and Clear Channel, produced by the Beale Street Merchants Association. Hurry to Staten's Rental Purchase for hot summer savings. Keep your space cool with a window air conditioner. Choose from 5,000 to 12,000 BTUs starting as low as $8.99 a week. Keep all the drinks and food cold in a Frigidaire refrigerator with lots of extra features, including a free ice maker, as low as $18.99 a week. It's hot summer savings at Staten's. And remember, credit's never a problem, because at Staten's, we say yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gator Bag. American Fireworks. And Bullfrog Corner has the Gator Bag for half price. Where you gonna get me? Take Elvis Presley Boulevard south to Bullfrog Corner. Gator Bag. American Fireworks. On Getwell has the Gator Bag for half price. Where you gonna get me?
Getwell, south at State Line Road.
Gator Bag. American Fireworks. On Old Highway 78 has the Gator Bag for half price. Where you gonna get me? Take Lamar south. Turn left on Old Highway 78. Gator Bag. American Fireworks. On 3rd Street has the Gator Bag for half price. Where you gonna get me? Take 3rd Street south to the Mississippi State Line.
Got your Gator Bag yet?
Here we are back on Memphis Wrestling, home of Rhythm and Brews. Corey.
Rhythm and Brews in Memphis.
It is. Corey Macklin and Brian Techlin shows up. And I tell you somebody else is here, Brian. The superstar, Bill Dundee. Let's get him out here, yeah. How
today and a kind of mad at someone, so we're going to get the happy out of the way. What is it, August the 2nd?
August 2nd, Mid-South Coliseum. How many times have you been there, Willie?
We're going back to the house that Lawler and Dundee built. That's what used to pay the bills around there for 30 years, you know. So we're going to just change that to the King and the Superstar's house on August 2nd, ain't it?
Yep.
Saturday night. I'm sure the King will be there and the Superstar will be there, so we're looking for all you nice Memphis folks to be there. Now, that's the happy part. Second part is Jimmy Hart, shock and awe. I have been around here almost 30 years, brother, and I'm still here. And everybody that you brought in had big muscles and no brains. Same two you got now. Now, the difference is, boys, when you're thinking wrestling like playing physical chess, you got to wait till the guy makes a move, and you either win or you lose. That's what it's all about. But what you did to Kevin White, brother, you tried to put him out of the wrestling business.
Man.
Young kid trying to get started. Oh, that's how big and bad y'all are. You're 6'9", 310 pounds apiece. You got muscles where we don't even have places. But that's neither there nor there. The kid's going to be back. In fact, let's roll it. Can you see the tape?
Yeah, you're talking about what happened last week with Kevin?
They just kept.
Yeah, they just kept powerbombing. Yeah, there it is, Bill.
Be here today.
Kid,
you know what?
He's showing on himself. I mean, kid, well,
What's going to happen to his
Yeah, there's Kevin White there. What happened was it was a single bout with Kevin against Shock, one half of Shock and all. And then the other guy jumps in.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you don't mind winning, losing, getting beat, or even getting hurt. No, he did it twice to the kid, and no. So
Yeah, he just kept on and on and on, power bombing him, and I mean slamming him right in the middle of the ring.
Here is the other good part. We're going back to the good news
Okay.
now. Kevin White is here. He's got a neck brace on. So, brother, come on out here. Well, this boy can talk. He ain't no dummy.
Yeah,
he
he-
can wrestle because he was taught by him.
There he is. That's Kevin White. He's down, but he's not out. And hey, it's good to see you stirring around, Kevin, after that deal.
You know what? I've been hurt several times when I was playing football. But you get hurt there because you maybe hit the guy the wrong way or you fall the wrong way, and it's an accident. But what Shock and All did to me last week was no accident. They wanted to end my career, but I'm here to tell you, every day I've got to wear this neck brace is every day I remember what you did. And when it's time for the neck brace to come off, you're going to see that I can wrestle with the best of them, and I'll be back, and you're going to find out just how good I can wrestle.
Good to see you, Kevin. I can tell he's getting a little...
Tell all them big guys are way back then. We're going to tell it to them now. The first book that ever was wrote, you know what it was? It's black. Everybody's got one laying on their table. That says the Bible on it. The best story in that, brother, is David and Goliath. Two Davids right here, and we're looking for Goliath.
Thank you, Bill. Superstar Kevin White, a pretty touchy moment there to see. You know, Brian, the bad thing about this business is that, hey, you know, it's fun getting in the ring and wrestling, but when you go against two huge monsters like Shock and Awe and the way these guys do it, that's the kind of stuff and how people get hurt.
And I've watched it, and huge is almost an understatement with those two
guys.
fellas.
Oh, they're just unbelievable. You see that video early on?
It's incredible.
Yeah. Boy, let me tell you somebody else that's hot, too, that's not in a very good mood. It's the King, and Jerry Lawler. He's standing by. Yeah, let's hear from the King.
You know, I knew a couple of weeks ago when superstar Bill Dundee asked me to light up one of the Moondogs like a Roman candle that it was a bad idea. I knew it at the time. I knew it when I did it. But I didn't realize it was going to be this bad of an idea. Because, you see, I didn't realize that that this was XWF wrestling instead of Memphis wrestling. I didn't realize that Jimmy Hart and his XWF CEO had the power to suspend people. I never realized that the King would get a letter in the mail saying that I was not allowed to wrestle here on Memphis Wrestling for 2 weeks. I'm suspended. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm not at the studio today, but I want to tell you this, Jimmy Hart, because I know that somehow you are behind this. I don't know who this XWF CEO is, but I promise you this. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to find out exactly who it is. And I'm going to find out how they think they have the power to suspend people here at Memphis Wrestling. So I guess there's going to be a week, a Saturday, of wrestling without the King. But I promise you this. I am hard at work to getting to the bottom of Jimmy Hart and this whole XWF CEO situation. And Hart, when I do, I promise you that I'm going to come back on this TV live and in living color, and I'm going to grab you by that skinny little pencil neck of yours, and I'm going to choke the life out of you, punk. And when I find out who that CEO is, I may do the exact same thing to him or her. So I promise you this, Hart, you got a big payback coming for this, pal.
Well, there's the King, Jerry Lawler, and the King is not a happy camper.
He's not. I've known the King for a couple of decades. We've been friends, and that look, he's got many then he looks, and he's going to get the job done. I don't know the behind the scenes and everything that Jerry's got going on, but he's upset.
Look out, mouth of the South. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more on Memphis Wrestling, home of Rhythm and Brews.
Join us for the first annual Memphis Jam Concert Series, Saturday nights at Mud Island. 10 weeks of amazing shows from 40 of your favorite bands. Tickets are only $3 at Ticketmaster, so bring the whole family. Coming June 28th, Saliva, July for Kings, Working Title, and Lucero. The Memphis Jam Concert Series, Saturday nights under the stars at Mud Island. Don't miss it. Produced by Beaver Productions and Mad Booking.
Little Anthony and the Imperials performing free at Fitzgerald's Casino June 28th.
Find your new home on the Mid-South Home Builder's Guide, brought to you by 84 Lumber. For a preview, go to abc24.com.
Sundays at 10 a.m. on ABC 24 WPTY.
I've been hammered all my life, but when it comes to car insurance, don't you get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan. AutoPlan has 9 locations to serve you and no down payment. So remember, don't get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan today. Liability is the law, so call the man from AutoPlan.
You can try to breeze up a piece, or you can just suit yourself. Suit yourself. As you please, it's all in how you dress. Yeah, I guess. Suit yourself. Suit yourself.
Win your share of $50,000 June 27th through 29th.
Well, here we are, Brian. I had to go back to the back. As you see, I barely just ran out. I just heard from the King. I understand he's calling the station here, so I don't know. Maybe we'll hear from Jerry again here later on today. But I tell you what I want to do right now. The state smash of the week is the power bomb from Shock and Awe. Take a look at what happened with Kevin White again and that neck injury. I hate to keep replaying it over and over and over, and I'm sure Kevin White's not excited about it, but that's the state smash of the week, and I mean it was a smash. They tried to do this young man in, but he was here today, and we're going to be seeing him in action in the coming weeks.
That's exciting stuff.
Ring the bell, and here we go with our next action on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews. Referee Bill Rush is in the ring, and here comes Reed Richardson. Our first look at him in Memphis Wrestling, and Reed steps up on the ring apron, and his opponent is making his way to the ring area now. Still to come, Too Sexy Brian Christopher. We're going to hear from Too Sexy a little bit later on in our main event today. Here is the superstar, Bill Dundee, and Dundee steps in. It's Reed Richardson. Referee Bill Rush is there. As soon as we get the signal, we will get it on. A little strutting from the superstar, and our next action is coming up on Memphis Wrestling, Brian. This is terrific out here. The fans are great.
I was talking with the fans during the break. We have people from as far away as Minnesota who travel in here. Corey.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's all over the internet. That the hottest thing in wrestling, and I want to say this proudly. I am so glad, thank God, and knock on wood to be able to say this, is that the word all over the streets in the wrestling business, the hottest thing going is Memphis Wrestling.
One of the questions that comes out of everyone's mouth when they come up to me. You know, what's going on? Is this for real? You know.
Well, we've had a lot of calls that people that have asked, hey, how can we get this television show from Memphis? We got calls over in the UK and in Japan and Puerto Rico and, I mean, all over. Several segments over the U.S. as well. Superstar gives a clean break to Reed Richardson. And I'm telling you, Brian, we can't talk enough about August the 2nd. Saturday night is going to be Memphis Wrestling XWF, a tremendous card. The promoters and all are working on it to get it signed. Saturday, August 2, Mid-South Coliseum. That's going to be a big night of action.
That's a piece of Memphis history, Corey. Coliseum.
Dundee tangles up with Reed Richardson, pulls his legs for under him, and uh-oh. The fans, they do it. Look at Dundee. Oh, he's going for a little leg lock, it looks like. On Reed Richardson, and Richardson climbs over. Good move from the young man. Good thinking. Quick on his feet, I guess you could say. He grabs that bottom rope, gets a break. Quick on the feet. Reed Richardson and Dundee stangles in on him. A little standing headlock from the superstar. Oh, Richardson just jabbed him in the eyes. Oh, my goodness. Big right hand. That's kind of surprising because it seemed like Richardson was going to have a straight-up wrestling match with Dundee, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, he nails it. 2 counts, and Dundee up.
He's getting some shots in there, but if I know Bill Dundee, and I do, you don't want to make him mad, Corey. You know,
say that
few shots like that, and
whoa, man, right fist 2 count, and the superstar, the little Aussie, in a little trouble today, Dundee, and the fans getting behind him. He's got the knee to the back now, Richardson, from the land down under of Australia.
Look at the strength there.
Oh, look at Dundee. Work his way out of it. You're right. This is one guy you don't want to make mad too fast, Brian.
That's a fact.
Reed Richardson with a little forearm on Dundee. And boy, he follows again with another forearm. Boy. He's threatening the referee now. He's got his feet on the rope, Bill. Yeah, right. Good move from referee Bill Rush. He caught him with his feet right on the ropes as he went going. Still to come today, South Haven Pontiac Buick GMC main event coming up. Too Sexy Brian Christopher in action today on Memphis Wrestling. That's still to come. Brought to you by our good friends over at South Haven Pontiac Buick GMC.
Telling you what, Corey, if you've never seen wrestling live in the studio, you want to get, that's something you want to put on your list. Because I can close my eyes in here, and just the volume of these professionals hitting the deck here is absolutely incredible when they're falling from 4, 5, 6 feet in the air.
I'm telling you.
I don't know how they get up.
2 count, and you're absolutely right to echo Brian Declan at ringside here. I'm telling you, there's nothing, we always say, Brian, there's nothing in the world like being there live and living color. It's great to have the fans at home watching the show, but boy, we're going to tell you a little bit later on today how you get tickets to come to UPN also. Look at this. Reed Richardson flies off. He misses. Nobody home, and the superstar getting back on his feet now. Look at Dundee. He walks over toward him, and Richardson with a boot to the midsection. He whips superstar in. Look at this. Little flying front. 1 count. 2. He got it. 1, 2, 3. You're winning. The superstar, Bill Dundee.
All right, Corey, that might be one of those we'll be replaying sometime. That's quite the wrestling move right there.
We'll be right back with more. Too Sexy Brian Christopher when we come back.
If you have an EMS file bottle at your home, you won't have to guess when an emergency happens. Your family's personal medical information will be at your fingertips.
EMS file is important to have because in an emergency, you tend to forget even the most basic information. Take the stickers and place them on your front door so when the paramedics arrive, they'll know to go to your refrigerator to retrieve this information.
That's why Senior Services, Mid-South Medical and Mobility, MATA, Kroger, and Eyewitness News are offering you EMS file bottles. Get one for your family at any participating Kroger pharmacy.
We interrupt this commercial break to bring you the following important news. South Haven Pontiac GMC is growing by leaps and bounds. They're building their reputation as being rated the #1 Pontiac dealer in the state of Mississippi and the fastest growing dealership in the Mid-South. This is important to you because when you go with a leader, you get honesty and integrity, plus the best car deals anywhere. Pontiac, driving excitement at GMC. We are professional grade. Put them together and you get South Haven Pontiac GMC, where the excitement just keeps building. Goodman Road, South Haven.
4th of July is an exciting time to enjoy family, fun, and savings, too. That's why Oak Express is not only offering guaranteed lowest price savings during our Go Forth and Save event, we're also offering no interest until January 2005, no down payment, and no minimum purchase. That's no interest for 18 months, and no minimum purchase required on everything in our store. Go Forth and Save right now at Oak Express. And don't miss our no interest till 2005 and no minimum purchase finance offer.
5248 Summer Avenue in Memphis.
Well, here we are back on Memphis Wrestling. Corey Macklin, joined by Brian Declan. How about Brian Declan joining us today? Big surprise today, and they had a fans at ringside liking it. Having a good time?
Didn't expect to be in here today. This
A lot
is
of
quite.
action.
Thanks for the invitation to
Yes,
be in
sir.
here.
Hey, let's talk about wrestling coming up around the area. Brought to you by good friends over at Auto Plan Insurance. Call the man from Auto Plan. There he is. And coming up soon, there's the list of all the action. For more action in your area, your hometown, just call the number right there on the screen. We would love to bring Memphis Wrestling to your hometown. Speaking of bringing wrestling, how about wrestling down here at the studio?
Incredible, Corey. Usually I'm in the other studio, keeping track of the weather, and I hear all the excitement over here. Today, you gave me the opportunity to come over here and see it in person. Unbelievable. If you've never done this, and also it's so easy to do, you get your tickets right here at the station. Easy to find. Union Extended, where it meets Poplar, here at the Clear Channel Television Center. Come pick up your tickets. Of course, they're rather expensive. They're free.
There you go.
That's my
That's
price.
pretty expensive.
That's the one I like.
That's
Free
my
tickets.
price.
But they're packed in here today, and boy, there's nothing like no fan like a wrestling fan, and a Mid-South Memphis wrestling fan.
Speaking of fans, speaking of Mid-South, Mid-South Coliseum, Saturday night, August 2nd, take a look. There it is. There's the building where everything is started. They talked about earlier all the big names and all the big superstars that started here. I'm telling you, you can start from top, go to bottom, and I'm telling you, if they've been in the wrestling business any time, they've all stepped right through those doors where Memphis Wrestling returns. Tickets go on sale this Tuesday, July 1 at the Coliseum box office, all Ticketmaster outlets. You want to be there. Get your ringside tickets because I am telling you, it's going to be a huge night. It's our first night in about 2 years now, Brian.
That's going to be, it very well may be one of the toughest tickets in town.
Yeah,
by the time it gets there.
It should be exciting. I tell you who's standing by now. We still can't seem to really get rid of him. Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart has got somebody along with him. Take a look.
Buck, this is going to be too easy. The XWF against Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Bruise, the home of Jerry the King Lawler, Billy Superstar Dundee, Handsome Jimmy Badia, Jackie Fargo. The list goes on and on, Buck.
Against the XWF? I mean, have you waited out? Oh, my gosh, that's like the Braves playing the Little League baseball team. I mean, come on, let's get with each other here now. We're talking about stars and non-stars. Yeah, you've been there, Jerry Lawler. You've been there, Bill Dundee. The bottom line is the stars are right here, and you're looking at one of them, Buff the Stuff Bagwell, and that Memphis Coliseum. Can you talk enough about that?
What a lot of history there, Buff. You know, some of the biggest names of wrestling started in Memphis. Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, even the Road Warriors were there at one time.
You're talking about a home territory of old WCW. Well, guess what? You don't get to see Buff in his stuff, and I guarantee you'll see it at the Memphis Coliseum. So, Lawler, bring whoever you want. This XWF is going to come out on the top.
Memphis, get ready for the XWF, baby.
Buff in his stuff. We'll see. Well, I want to call out right now a couple of guys that we've seen for the last few weeks. Want to get them out here and talk to them. There they are, the Naturals, Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens. They've been around, and here they are today at Memphis Wrestling, a home of Rhythm and Bruise. And the guys, let me tell you, everybody's talking, and the big buzz is Saturday, August 2nd, Mid-South Coliseum with the Naturals there.
August 2nd, Memphis, Tennessee, Mid-South Coliseum, the Naturals. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? You know, there's a lot of history in that building. All the greatest teams, the Fabs, the Rockers, the Midnight Rockers. I mean, the Rock and Roll Express has even been there.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Express, fabulous ones, you're right.
The Rock and Roll who?
Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton and Robert Gibson.
What have they done in Memphis? I mean, come on. You look back in the history books, you don't see nothing with Rock and Roll Express on it.
Oh,
ever was. We're the naturals. We're coming in here. I mean, look at it. We got the natural tan. We got natural hair. Look at our natural clothes. I mean, come on. And we're naturally pretty.
They were never in shape.
Never in shape. Did they ever see the sun? I mean, these guys are as white as a ghost. I mean, really. And what about those tights?
I mean, what was up with the
you know what?
Hey, come on. That's enough, guys. We've heard enough from the Naturals. Jay Stevens, Andy Douglas, and you guys better watch what you're saying about Rock and Roll Express. They happen to watch this show every week, and I'm going to tell you, they may not like those comments that you guys already had talked. Guarantee you that. Let's get around and ring the bell here. We got more action still to come right here on Memphis Wrestling. Jay Stevens and Andy Douglas, the Naturals out here, Brian, and I'm telling you, they're the amount of road of checks that their mouth can't cash. Out here talking about Rick Morton and Robert Gibson. There's the ring, and we get ready for our next action. Here now on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews. Well, here is Mr. Compulsive.
Now, what's up with Mr. Compulsive, Corey? This is...
He likes it clean, I understand. Around, look at him there. He's looking at the ring. Hey, what has he got? Is that baby wipes he's got? Huggies wipes? Come on, what is he doing?
I think they clean this ring pretty well, Corey. They don't need him coming out.
Yeah, you're right. The ring looks slick. I think it looks good. He's out here with some baby wipes and a little deal dusting off the ring ropes and stuff. Mr. Compulsive and his opponent here today on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews. He better pay attention because across the way is too sexy Brian Christopher. Oh, yeah. Turn it up, Brian. There he is, the Grandmaster, too sexy. He's got one of the fangs. Hey, get this kid off me. Corey. I don't know why you waited so long to have the man out here. You got all these jabronis coming out here doing interviews. Everybody wants to see the Grandmaster, right? All right. Hey, real quick. Jimmy Hart has already got Jerry Lawler suspended. We know that. Well, I just got word from the back that the reason Jimmy Hart has not been here live today is because he is trying to get me suspended. Yeah, I heard about that, Brian. He's trying to get me suspended because he says that move that I do where I climb off the rafters and drop down on somebody with the hip-hop drop, that move is illegal now. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I don't care if that move is illegal. I'm going to do what I want to, when I want to, and if I feel like doing a hip-hop drop today, that's what I'm going to do. All right, boys. Too sexy, Brian Christopher heads to the ring, bounce out. Brian Christopher heads to the ring, and Mr. Compulsive got his hand full of too sexy. He does. Oh, the fans get behind him. This one to the expiration of our time. Not a whole lot of it left, but Brian, has this been an action-packed, excited day today?
This is the fastest hour in television, Corey.
I am telling you. T Sexy backs him up with Mr. Compulsive in hard. Big shoulder. Compulsive jumps over him. It comes back, slides under. He grabs T Sexy, whips him into the ropes. He ducks the clothesline. Back the other way. Slides up under him. Look out. Brian Christopher. Big kick across the top. Oh, boy. He grabs Mr. Compulsive, sets him up. Whoa, my goodness, what a move. He's setting up for that super kick. Down goes Mr. Compulsive in his debut on Memphis Wrestling. And he grabs the glasses. He's headed for the ropes. You know, he's talking about Jimmy Hart and that move where he climbs the top ladder. Just don't grab one of those electrical cords up there. We hope. Be careful if he, because I knew he'd do it. There he is. He's climbed. That move has been outlawed now.
I thought this was an outlawed move.
Yeah, you know, look at this. He goes fine. Puts the big leg down. 1, 2. Too sexy, Brian Christopher. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
It's showtime with your favorite stars and promising amateurs. Weekends on UPN 30. Saturdays at 6, Monique hosts Showtime at the Apollo with hot new artists and the Apollo stars of tomorrow. Sundays at 6, Rudy Rush and Kiki Shepard host Showtime in Harlem with great guests. Showtime Teens, Showtime Kids, and Harlem's original amateur night. It's Showtime. Saturdays and Sundays at 6 on UPN 30.
Hurry to Staten's Rental Purchase for hot summer savings. Keep your space cool with a window air conditioner. Choose from 5,000 to 12,000 BTUs starting as low as $8.99 a week. Keep all the drinks and food cold in a Frigidaire refrigerator with lots of extra features, including a free ice maker, as low as $18.99 a week. It's hot summer savings at Staten's. And remember, credit's never a problem, because at Staten's, we say yes.
Gator Bag. American Fireworks. On
Getwell
has the Gator Bag for half price. Where are you going to get me?
Getwell, south at State Line Road.
Gator Bag. American Fireworks. On Old Highway 78 has the Gator Bag for half price. Where are you going to get me? Take Lamar South. Turn left on Old Highway 78. Gator Bag. American Fireworks. At Bullfrog Corner has the Gator Bag for half price. Where are you going to get me? Take Elvis Presley Boulevard south to Bullfrog Corner.
Here we are back on Memphis. All right. Here's Doug Gilbert. Let's step around. What do you want, Doug?
Corey Macklin, do you know what just happened? Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Sexton, he's so smart. Corey Macklin, you don't even know where Jimmy Hart is at. Where Jimmy's heart is at. He's been talking to every commissioner. What he said is that Brian Christopher crawled across through the ceiling there. The commissioner said that he is suspended indefinitely.
Oh, that's not done yet, Brian.
No. It is done. He's suspended. Every one of these people. Corey, you will never see Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Sexton, in this studio. He's suspended for the rest of this wrestling time and history.
We'll see. We're out of time, fans. For my buddy, Brian Dacklin. I'm Corey Macklin. Oh, we're out of time. We'll see you next week. Thanks for coming. Thanks today, buddy. Bye-bye, everybody.
Memphis Wrestling was brought to you by Auto Plan Insurance. Greg's Store for Men. Burt's. Staten's Rentals. And by South Haven Pontiac Buick and GMC.
Academy Award winner Michael Caine, Dennis Franz, and Angie Dickinson. Dressed to kill.
Saturday at noon on UPN 30.
I've been hammered all my life. But when it comes to car insurance, don't you get slammed. Call the man from Autoplan. Autoplan has 9 locations to serve you and no down payment. So remember, don't get slammed. Call the man from Autoplan today. Liability is the law, so call the man from Autoplan.
It's our birthday, and you got the gifts. Fitzgerald's is celebrating 9 years of loose slots with a 3-day party, June 27th, 28th, and 29th. Win your share of $50,000. If that's not enough to get you in the party mood, how about 2 free shows by the fabulous Little Anthony and the Imperials live on the main casino stage Saturday, June 28th.
Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart.
You'll be crying tears of joy. Celebrate at Fitzgerald's June 27th, 28th, and 29th.